The deep ocean guards its secrets well, shrouded in darkness and mystery. Its vastness holds countless untold stories, shipwrecks, and forgotten treasures, all resting silently on the ocean floor. The crushing pressure and perpetual night make exploration a daunting task, yet the allure of the unknown continues to beckon those brave enough to venture into its depths. For 60 years, the SS Cyclops star was one of them, a silent sentinel of the deep, its story lost to time. This once proud vessel, a workhorse of the seas, had vanished without a trace, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a lingering sense of maritime mystery. A vanished ghost ship, lost between Europe and America, swallowed by the unforgiving Atlantic. Many had searched, but the ocean's grip was too strong, its secrets too well kept. The Cyclops star became a legend, a cautionary tale whispered among sailors and maritime historians alike. Then, decades later, a remotely operated vehicle, a technological marvel of modern exploration, sent back images that stunned the world. Equipped with advanced sonar and high-definition cameras, this underwater drone pierced the darkness, revealing what was once thought to be lost forever. Through a gaping hole in the cargo hold, a portal to the past, headlights and chrome grills emerged from the darkness, gleaming faintly in the ROV's artificial light. These weren't just any vehicles. They were relics of a golden age, frozen in time and perfectly preserved by the cold, dark depths. Dozens of vintage cars, untouched since 1964, their elegant lines and classic designs remarkably intact. The salt water and lack of oxygen had created a unique environment, halting the ravages of time and preserving these automotive treasures in an almost pristine state, lined up as if waiting for their owners, ready to embark on a journey that never came. It was as if the crew had simply parked them there, expecting to return shortly, unaware of the tragic fate that awaited them and their precious cargo. This wasn't just a shipwreck, it was something far more extraordinary. It was a time capsule, a floating museum sealed by the sea, offering a glimpse into a bygone era. A perfectly preserved snapshot of automotive history, hidden beneath the waves for over half a century, waiting to be rediscovered. The control room watched in awe, their faces illuminated by the ghostly images flickering on the monitors. As the ROV revealed the iconic shapes beneath decades of marine growth, a testament to the relentless power of the ocean. Barnacles and other sea creatures had taken residence, transforming the once gleaming metal into a living reef, a bizarre fusion of technology and nature. The SS Cyclops star had become the guardian of a secret garage worth a fortune, a treasure trove of automotive history hidden in the abyss. Finding a lost ship is rare, a triumph of technology and perseverance against the odds. Finding one with a cargo like this is almost unheard of, a once-in-a-lifetime discovery that rewrites maritime history. These weren't just cars, they were symbols of an era. They were rolling sculptures, dreams from a bygone era, embodying the style and spirit of the 1960s. Each car was a piece of history, thought lost forever, a tangible link to the past. But why were they there? The ship's manifest made no mention of them, adding another layer of intrigue to the mystery. The Cyclops star wasn't just a tragedy, it was a mystery with a secret at its heart, a puzzle waiting to be solved. News of the discovery spread like wildfire, igniting the imaginations of people around the globe. Lost ship found with million-dollar vintage cars, the headline screamed, capturing the world's attention. For explorers, it was proof that the world still holds incredible secrets, waiting to be uncovered by those who dare to seek them. This wasn't just about money, it was about uncovering a lost chapter of history, piecing together the story of a ship, its crew, and its mysterious cargo. The SS Cyclops star was finally ready to tell its story, after decades of silence and solitude on the ocean floor. After 60 years of silence, the world was listening, eager to hear the tale of the ghost ship and its extraordinary cargo. The adventure had only just begun, and the mysteries surrounding the SS Cyclops star were only beginning to unravel. To truly understand the significance of this recent discovery, to grasp the weight of what has been found after all these years, you have to first understand the mystery of the disappearance itself. The sheer bewilderment, the unanswered questions that have haunted maritime history for decades. The SS Cyclops star was not some luxury liner designed for comfort and leisure. She was a workhorse, a sturdy cargo freighter built for the practical purpose of hauling goods across the vast ocean. She wasn't a glamorous liner, attracting attention with her elegance, but she was reliable, a dependable vessel that performed her duties without fail, trip after trip. In the autumn of 1964, with the leaves turning brown and a chill in the air, she departed from a port in France, setting course for Virginia across the Atlantic. Her holds were filled with machine parts, essential components for industry and manufacturing, and textiles, bolts of fabric destined for factories and workshops. The voyage began routinely, with steady check-ins, regular radio transmissions confirming her position and status. All seemed well, the ship was on course and making good time, until suddenly, radio silence descended on day 5. The regular communications ceased, the airwaves went quiet. At first, no one panicked. These things could happen, a temporary equipment malfunction, a brief atmospheric disturbance. But as days passed with no word, concern slowly turned to dread. The silence stretched on, an ominous void where regular communication should have been. The ship had vanished, swallowed by the sea. No distress call was ever received, no debris was ever found, nothing to indicate what had happened. A massive search was launched, involving the Coast Guard, naval vessels, and countless aircraft scouring the ocean. But the extensive search found no trace of the ship or her crew. It was as if they had simply ceased to exist. Theories abounded, filling newspapers and fueling speculation. A rogue wave, an immense wall of water crashing down upon the ship. An explosion in the engine room, or perhaps even sabotage, a deliberate act of destruction. But without a wreck to examine, without any physical evidence, it was all just speculation, conjecture without foundation. The Cyclops star faded into maritime legend, a chilling tale whispered among sailors, her fate a perpetual question mark. Officially, according to the records, she was lost at sea, the cause of her demise officially unknown, a mystery unsolved, insurance paid out, claims were settled, families mourned their lost loved ones, their grief a heavy burden, and the world, as it always does, moved on, leaving the Cyclops star behind. For 60 long years, she was just a ghost story, a cautionary tale whispered in maritime circles, just a name on a list of lost vessels, a forgotten tragedy in the vast archives of maritime history. Until now, that is. The discovery of her wreck lying silently on the ocean floor has finally given us a chance, after all this time, to solve the mystery of the Cyclops star, to uncover the truth behind her disappearance. The ocean had kept her secret, guarded it jealously for decades, until technology finally caught up, until our ability to explore the deep sea surpassed the ocean's capacity to hide its secrets. The legend of the Cyclops star was about to be rewritten, the truth finally brought to light. The cars are the heart of this story. The ROV revealed a jaw-dropping collection, a 1963 Ferrari 250 GTO, a 1962 Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato, Porsche 904 Carrera GTS models, and more. These weren't just rare, they were the holy grail for collectors, worth tens of millions each. The cold, deep ocean preserved them better than anyone imagined. Original paint colors peeked through the grime. The iconic shapes were unmistakable. For historians, this was the ultimate barn find, 2 miles beneath the waves. Their value? Impossible to calculate. Their story? Priceless. Restoring them would be a monumental challenge, but the world is watching. The dream, to bring these legends back to the surface and back to life. Finding a shipwreck in the Atlantic is like finding a needle in a haystack. For decades, the Cyclops star was lost until modern technology changed the game. The search began in archives, narrowing the grid with old logs and weather reports. The breakthrough, a state-of-the-art autonomous underwater vehicle, or AUV, scanning the seabed with side-scan sonar. After weeks of data collection, a long, rectangular shadow appeared on the sonar map. It was the eureka moment. Next came the remotely operated vehicle, or ROV, descending into the abyss. Powerful lights cut through the darkness, revealing the ship's bow. Then, the name CYCLOPSSTAR still visible on the stern. The 60-year search was over. Technology had finally solved the mystery. The ghost ship had a name and a story to tell. The ship's discovery was a victory, a monumental achievement in deep-sea exploration. It marked the end of a long search, revealing a time capsule hidden beneath the waves for decades. But the cars inside? A bombshell. An unexpected twist that transformed a maritime mystery into a potential criminal investigation. The pristine condition of these vehicles, despite their watery grave, was astonishing. The official cargo manifest, meticulously documented and filed away, listed textiles and machine parts as the ship's primary contents, a seemingly ordinary shipment destined for a routine delivery. No mention of priceless cars, no indication whatsoever of the valuable automobiles concealed within the ship's hold. A glaring discrepancy that immediately raised suspicions. Their omission was deliberate, a calculated move to deceive authorities and conceal the true nature of the cargo. Someone had gone to great lengths to keep these cars a secret. Why? The most likely answer: smuggling to avoid hefty import tariffs, evading the substantial taxes and duties imposed on luxury vehicles entering the country. A lucrative, albeit illegal, endeavor. In the 1960s, bringing European luxury cars into the US legally was expensive, often costing a significant percentage of the car's original price. These tariffs were designed to protect domestic automakers. Smuggling them in as undeclared cargo could save a fortune, allowing importers to pocket the difference and sell the cars at a competitive price. A tempting proposition for those willing to take the risk. The plan: discreetly unload the cars under the cover of darkness, bypassing customs officials and avoiding any scrutiny. A clandestine operation requiring careful planning and execution. Another theory: the cars were gray market vehicles not legal for US roads due to failing to meet safety or emission standards. Either way, secrecy was key. The success of the operation depended on absolute discretion and the ability to keep the true nature of the cargo hidden from prying eyes. But the plan went horribly wrong when the ship sank, taking its secrets and its valuable cargo to the bottom of the ocean. The smugglers lost their fortune, a significant financial blow that likely had far-reaching consequences for those involved, and 35 people lost their lives in the tragic disaster, a devastating loss that overshadowed the financial implications of the failed smuggling operation. The Cyclops star's tragedy was more than an accident. It was a complex event with layers of deception and hidden motives. It was the final act of a criminal conspiracy, a desperate attempt to profit from illegal activities that ultimately ended in disaster. The secret cargo changed everything, transforming a simple shipwreck into a compelling tale of greed, deception, and ultimately, tragedy. Some believe there's more to the story than smuggling. 1964 was the height of the Cold War. Spies, secrets, and shadowy deals. Could the cars have been payment for a defector or assets moved for espionage? The ship's name, Cyclops, even echoes a vanished US Navy ship. Coincidence or a clue? Some of the cars were race-ready. Could they have had covert uses? There's no hard evidence, just speculation. Still, the whispers of espionage add intrigue to the mystery. For now, smuggling remains the most plausible explanation, but the legend grows. Who owns the wreck and its treasure? It's not as simple as finders keepers. Maritime law is a tangled web of salvage rights, national interests, and legal claims. The law of salvage means the finders can claim a reward, but not necessarily ownership. The ship's original owners, insurers, and even nations like France, Panama, and the US could stake claims. The wreck lies in international waters, but the legal battle will be long and complex. The cars, as undeclared smuggled cargo, are an even bigger mystery. Who owns them? No one is likely to admit to a 60-year-old crime. Their legal status is in limbo. The courts will have to untangle this mess. The fight for the Cyclops star's treasure is just beginning. The legal fight is about more than money. It's about who owns history. Salvors argue they deserve a reward for their risk and investment. Preservationists want the wreck protected as a public artifact, not sold off. Car enthusiasts dream of seeing the cars restored, while others want them left as a ghostly monument. The debate: commercial salvage or archaeological preservation. The fate of the Cyclops star's secret garage could set a precedent for future discoveries. Will the cars be raised, restored, or left in the deep? The world is watching. The SS Cyclops star's discovery has captured the world's imagination. It's a story of mystery, treasure, and technology, proof that the ocean still holds secrets. For historians, it's a pristine time capsule. For car lovers, the ultimate lost collection. The ship is no longer just a statistic, it's a crime scene, a legend, and a link to the past. The cars represent a lost era of design and ambition. Will they ever see sunlight again? The debate rages on. In the end, the Cyclops star reminds us that history is alive, waiting to be found. Its secret garage has surfaced from legend into reality. The mystery endures and the story will be told for generations. The adventure is far from over.